All right, it's day 15. Um, well, yeah, it's actually day 15. But it's 1:38 in the morning, so it's the beginning of day 15. Technically, day 14 just ended. But I realized on day 12, I accidentally did two blogs, one in the morning, one vlog in the morning, and one at night, thinking that it was another day. I guess this food just got me in hyperdrive, thinking that days are passing sooner than they are. But cool. Today is day 15, and I've been more thoughts coming back to diet, thinking about um the reality of not eating meat. There's a lot of people debating points on both sides. Um, those who say, "Look, we got canine teeth, ha ha ha. That means we eat meat." And then they're like, "But gorillas also have similar teeth, and they only eat, you know, plants." And then people say, "But chimps, when they don't have plants, they'll go and find some meat to eat." And they'll say, "Well, um, the original man didn't eat meat. His teeth couldn't even destroy or bite into meat. He was mainly a plant eater." But then, the other side would say, "But our bodies have evolved to eat meat." Um, but then, another side will say, "Yeah, but our intestinal system is not like meat eaters, um, tigers, and who actually have fangs and have larger intestines in terms of how they're built to allow food to sit or allow meat to sit. Plus, all these meat eaters eat meat raw, and we eat meat cooked. Um, which is actually destructive because of the carcinogens that are created when we cook meat. Um, then the opposite side will say, "Well, look at the Inuit people; they eat meat raw." So there's just consistently points on all sides that will consistently allow for confusion if you don't know what you're really supposed to be looking about or thinking about when even looking about a healthy diet. Um, here's things across the board that we all agree on, and this is things that we should be implementing regardless of our um, just regardless of what we believe in terms of uh, the kinds of foods we should choose to eat and refrain from eating. We know that processed foods are not good. So regardless of whether they're fruits, meat, you know, anything that has been processed normally serves little to no nutritional value to the body, because whatever you're getting from that food, you could have got naturally from the equivalent from the same food in its unprocessed equivalents without all the detrimental effects that the processed food will have on your body. So, you know, canned pineapples versus fresh pineapples, right? Um, Grass fed cows versus grain fed and corn fed cows and stuff like that. Um, there is, I don't know where I will be when this whole thing is done, because I do understand the challenges of eating all veggie, all fruit diet, no legumes, no peanuts, no beans, chickpeas only allowed, right? So it's I just want to do more research and figure out why certain foods aren't on the list. Because once you figure out why they're not on the list, you could begin to champion them coming back on the list. I believe that the original man ate a certain way. I believe that as a black individual, I am more in line with the original man than not. But I do understand that my body, my makeup, my physical biology is not inconsistent. I'm just not the same as the first guy on the motherfucking planet. Like, I'm clearly lighter skinned. You know, got some Indian hair in my front of my hair that's making my hair all nice and straight. And then back it gets a bit nappy. So there's other mixtures. But the reality is all those mixtures derive from the original man who was black. So even, white people, it doesn't matter if you're half white. White folks derive from black people. Now the questions are, what caused these differences, and what do these differences mean when it relates to our diet? Do these differences affect our diet? Should white people eat differently than black people? Should Indian people eat differently than Asians? These are the questions that I want to truly answer, because if we all have clear physical and physiological differences, does that mean we should eat different to adhere to those different biases that we naturally have for our body? Yeah, so I'm gonna think about that. I'm gonna do more research. I wanna dig into legumes afterwards, cause that's a whole other thing. I'm not the type to just accept someone's words as law. I want to really check out everything, and so many forums with so many different opinions, and so many specialists and professionals giving their opinion. To me, every person's opinion is important, whether they're a professional or not. Um, we all have our own unique experiences on this planet, so the experiences of a 5-year-old can be very unique and eye-opening, just as much as the experiences of a 50-year-old or a 150-year-old person. Well, we don't know any 150-year-old people, but you get what I'm saying. So the internet is very cool because it just allows you to scroll on through everybody's opinions. Now we do understand that, because the nature of the internet and just the elite nature of our planet, that certain opinions will show more than others. So for me, it's hard to just balance based on what opinion is being spoken about more. You have to do more research than that, right? And check the sources and check the money behind those sources that funded these studies, or fund these websites, or fund these forums, or the schools where these professors are pushing. Sorry, schools where these professors are pushing certain theses to be written to prove certain points, so that they can continue getting funding. So you have to really think about these things when you're researching. Make sure that you cross your bases, or you at least check what the opposing side is saying, so that you can at least make an educated opinion, educated decision on what you think you should do. But yeah, that's in it today. I don't think I'll be eating meat ever again in the fashion that I used to, in the large quantities that I used to. But I can't say right now if I'm eliminating meat altogether. Most likely, yes. Most likely, well, no. Red meat, most likely, yes. Chicken, eggs, we'll see. But for right now, it's just fruit. It's just veggies. It's just water. It's just herb. And it's great.